All right, Spencer, so how do you go from 15,000 in pre-sales to actually fulfilling on this service?
Yeah, I think it started with like Googling garbage trucks for sale.
Okay.
And then I ended up basically seeing like everything was so expensive, and then I wanted to start asking people for help. So I went on to Facebook Marketplace, typed in garbage truck. There was a bunch of garbage trucks on Facebook Marketplace, and here's what I learned. Anyone who's selling a garbage truck owns a trash company. So I end up having conversations with these guys who are selling garbage trucks, and I start saying like, well, where do I buy these at?
Yeah.
Where do you buy them at? And one of the guys goes, well, why don't you join the mom and pop trash group? And I'm like, never heard of that. That didn't pop up in the search. What a weird name.
Yeah. That's for operators?
Yeah, for operators. And so, look it. So I joined that. And he goes, if I were you, one of my recommendations would be to buy a side loader. You don't have to run 2 trucks or 2 employees. Side loaders, with robot arm grabs it and tips it. And his words, not mine, were, if you can buy a side loader that's under CDL, that's the holy grail truck.
CDL means you need a special license.
CDL means you have a special license, and special license means you get paid more.
So a holy grail truck is you only need 1 employee or no employees, and you don't need a special license. You could be operating tomorrow.
Right.
Okay.
And so, coincidentally, one popped up on Facebook group by this guy in Tucson, Arizona, who I think later on I learned bought it at an auction house from the city.
So he was flipping it?
He didn't tell me that, but yeah, he was flipping it.
Okay.
So anyways, I bought it sight unseen, and he just sent me videos, and we agreed to a price.
What was the price?
It was $35,000.
Okay.
And then it ended up being $5,000 in shipping. We agreed to a price. I said, this is gonna be crazy. I was like, but can I send you half now, half later? Because I don't know anything. I don't know you. I didn't see the truck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anything about this. He goes, no problem, which made me trust him more.
Yeah.
He goes, I've never done a deal like this. I'm like, I've never bought a garbage truck, so
yeah.
we're in this together. And so anyways, we bought it. I sent him the wire. He sends me a picture of it being loaded onto a shipping truck, logistics truck, and I had it shipped here. It was about $5,000. We were in it for 40, and I 100% financed it. That's the fun part. So from software, I opened an Amex. I'm like, let's get those points, let's get those flights. And Amex sent me an email for like just being a good customer, and it said, hey, do you want $40,000 in personal loan? They like just send that email. And I was getting it like every month.
Yeah.
And I was like, what am I gonna do with this? And then the opportunity was there. So I clicked accept, thinking I was gonna get a call from like, approval and, financials and all this stuff. The money just got put in my account. Literally one click, and like 3 hours, I had $40,000 in my bank account. And I was like,
cow.
I think it was actually $30,000 because that was the price of the truck.
Yeah.
And then I ended up having to pay $5,000 for the shipping. And so I bought it, and the payment, it was good terms. It was 7%, and it's not tied to the equipment.
Yeah, so
right?
they can't take it.
Yeah, they can't take it. And so it's tied to me personally, which kind of sucks, but it's $700 a month payment. And since it's tied to me instead of the truck, it's like 6% interest, 7% interest, 7% interest, 10 years. It's like the greatest loan ever.
So you make your one payment in a day's worth of work.
Yeah.
Less than a day.
Yeah. And so we were making $5,000 a month at the time, doing 1 day a week, 4 days a month. And I'm like, $700, like we can afford this. And so I bought the truck and started making payments on it. Never took $1 out of my pocket.
So when it rolls off the flatbed, I mean, how do they get it here?
That's another story that we could go into. There's logistics companies that sell you the last mile.
Yeah.
So there was a guy in Tucson who was coming back to Dallas and had no route. They call it empty route.
Yeah, yeah. Empty
and
leg.
I called a broker, and the broker's like, I got 3 empty leg guys. Guy picks it up, takes it to like a truck yard. I had to go meet him over in Wiley. And we just drove it off the trailer, which is another problem. The battery, they left the lights on from Tucson to here, so the battery was dead.
How did you learn how to operate this thing?
Well, it's an under-CDL truck. I mean, I didn't. Basically, the guy gets here, and I go, can you show me how to drive this? He goes, what do you mean? I was like, I've never drove anything like this. He goes, what do you mean? You just bought a... I was like, I, peasant.
Yeah, I'm saying
low
I'm
IQ,
an idiot.
Can you show me how this works? And he showed me how to drive it, and this trucker who delivered it
This guy who has no business showing you how to drive it.
Yeah.
He's not obligated.
Paid just to deliver it, is showing me how to drive it in the parking lot of the trucking center. And then I got it to my house, which was parked right there. I had to figure out how to work the arm because there's no guide to that. And the truck, by the way, is a 2006 with 200,000 miles. And so anyone who's in the trash industry is like, oh, I'd never touch that. You're crazy. I'm like, I don't know this stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
That can be a feature though. That can be not
I'm
a bug.
like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, that's a high risk truck, or that's a lot of miles,
Well,
or
that's a good framework to touch on, because if you would have like done this market research,
Yeah.
which a lot of people do,
Yeah,
they do
yeah.
that to feel good. Let's go
Yeah.
talk to a few business owners. They would say, dude, get out
Yeah.
of the business.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Your guys won't show up
yeah,
for work.
that
Don't buy anything.
you're gonna go through tires. That truck's gonna break. You're gonna be
Yes.
stranded.
I'm telling you, sometimes the people in the industry are the worst people to talk
100%.
to. Ignorance can be bliss.
100%.
Naivety can be a superpower.
100%.
Now, if you paid 35, what was it worth on day one?
Yeah, I think I could have sold it for like 60.
Wow.
And
So you bought it
think,
right.
I think he bought it for like 10 or 15 at the auction. It is an old truck.
Yeah.
But any under-CDL truck that has an automatic arm,
Yeah.
people kill for those.
And you're still running that.
It's still
truck.
running, yeah.
A year and a half later?
We passed it in the video.
Yeah.
In the video.
How many miles are on it today after 18 months?
215 probably. And it's
Okay.
you know, we keep up with the maintenance, do the oil changes. I think the engine's strong. I think the hydraulic, the like trash compactor part will fail before the engine does.
So you might not know this, but this isn't my real channel. My full channel is linked below or right here. Go check that out for full episodes.